Welcome to the Blue Podcast Network. This is the Club World Cup show. I'm here with Cal, Kian, and Tom.
Woo!
How are we all doing, guys?
Hot.
Good, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very warm.
I can't believe you guys are wearing trousers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the actual
my legs,
degrees?
It's my legs don't get warm.
It's supposed to hit like 29 and 30 over the
My nice shorts are in the wash.
They're in the wash.
That's why I washed these last night, dried them overnight, and then I wore them.
I don't really. I don't
Very
really,
smart.
I don't really
Very
have any
smart.
nice shorts. It's just like Adidas shorts.
Need to get to the shops then. Need to
Yeah,
get shopping.
yeah.
Need to
Some
get
shopping.
shopping.
I'm a uni student.
Student loan?
Student as well. Go to a charity shop or Primark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bargains
It
in
is
Primark, I'll tell you.
Primani is.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about
there.
Primani. Let's get straight in to the Club World Cup. I want to start off with PSG 4, Atletico Madrid 0. They're the favourites, aren't they? Surely.
100%.
They're ridiculous.
4-0's ridiculous.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
It is an absolute joke.
I mean-
yeah, go on.
It shows why they're the champions of Europe. Like, they
Yeah,
absolutely
mate.
played them out the park.
Mate, they were superb. I mean, Vitinha scored, Fabian Rhys got one.
See his goal.
Yeah.
Strike.
Yeah.
Full quarter.
It's-
Can't believe that bloke
Yeah.
never got a game for Wolves.
I know.
Oh,
Couldn't get in the
yeah.
team at all.
That is-
Vitinha.
It was him and Pedro Goncalves as well, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
He couldn't get in the team as well.
No.
So-
No, it's mental. Like,
That's a big loss for Wolves. Really big.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
I
they,
mean-
they'd love to have him now.
could you imagine?
Can you imagine a midfield of him, João Gomez, and Andre?
Oh, that'd be class.
Pretty good,
That'd be a very good midfield. I mean, Mayulu off from the bench again, scoring another goal. Of course, he's an academy graduate, scored in the Champions League final. He is 19.
I feel old.
So he turned 19 on the 17th of May.
I know.
You feel old.
I'm starting to feel old.
But yeah, no, like the fact that he's an academy graduate, has came through at PSG, scores in the Champions League final, and then scores in the first Club World Cup match off from the bench as well. I mean, they've got some good players coming through their team. They've always had that though, PSG, I feel.
100%.
100%.
Some examples in Kunku.
Yeah.
I've now lost.
I'm trying to think.
Rest, but-
There's so many players who came through
Doué.
PSG. Yeah,
Yeah, Doué.
well, Doué was from Rons, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah, he
Um,
was.
Yeah.
Did Kimpembe?
Kimpembe, I'm pretty sure, might have come through at PSG. There is loads and loads and loads.
Fact
I
check
can't
that.
actually
Sure.
remember any, which is really bad because they've got such a good academy. They've had
They
so
do.
many players come through and do well. I mean, I even like when what was it? Mamadou Sakho was coming through at PSG. He was like the
Mamadou
club
Sakho.
captain and everything. I know that's not the
Dembele.
best example.
Odson Edwards.
Edouard came through.
Guendouzi.
We did.
Obviously in Kunku.
Yeah,
There's not many good ones.
there's not many really. I thought they were better. There's
mean,
more than that.
Yeah, put
We know.
Yeah.
We know that French football produced some.
Oh yeah, Ligue
Kingsley
1.
Coman,
Yeah,
Adrian
Coman,
Rabiot,
yeah.
Mike Maignan, or Mainan.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's some other notable ones. Yeah,
that's decent though. To be fair, that's all.
Kone,
Yeah,
Calmuendo. Yeah, there's some decent.
and that's all from like the past 10 years.
Yeah.
And there's so many players who have played at a decent level.
Anelka was.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
obviously
Nicolas
Zaire Emery as well,
Anelka.
who's obviously
Yeah,
still there.
Zaire Emery. Yeah, I mean, that squad depth in midfield is crazy. Like, they got João Neves, what is it, Vitinha, Fabian Rhys, and then they can bring on Zaire Emery as an option as
It's a joke.
well.
They've actually they've sold their big stars.
Yeah.
and just made a team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't in last year in Ligue 1, didn't they lose just one game?
Yes, I'm pretty sure
And
you
it
are
was
correct.
it was right at the end of the season. They almost went the season unbeaten.
Yeah, no, they ended up losing 2 games actually.
Two?
They
Oh,
they
that's
lost their they lost 2 out their final 4. They lost to Nice at home 3-1 and then Strasbourg 2-1 away from home.
I'm sure they.
Saving for the.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
could generally like break a points record next season,
100%.
I reckon.
100%. There's no
Obviously, the
no
French
doubt.
league isn't the most of high quality.
Very bad.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's like it's PSG, isn't it?
You
And then
can
it's
only play
everyone
what's in
else
front of
sort
you.
of just like trying to
PSG,
figure it out.
Yeah.
Marseille,
Lyon,
Lyon,
try.
yeah.
Strasbourg will get in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yes.
say Lyon much now because
They're
they're in a lot. They're in a lot of financial trouble.
Did they get relegated?
No, I don't think they got.
I don't think so
they
as
did.
of right now. I don't know when what's going on with that.
Saint-Etienne went down.
Yeah.
No, but there was a financial reason. why
Yeah,
they might.
financially, I don't think it's.
We
I
know
don't
ball.
think they did.
We know ball. Lots of it. But yeah, Atletico Madrid losing by 4-0. Clement Longley got sent off.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at their team. I mean, it's not a bad team, but like PSG are just unstoppable at the minute. Are anyone actually going to stop them? Like, will there be a team
Villa
that can stand a
Villa-
good chance?
Villa
Chelsea.
almost did.
Chelsea?
Yeah.
Do you reckon
Stop lying.
Chelsea?
No, Chelsea.
No, really?
Mate.
Well, we can move on to Chelsea if you
Yeah.
like. 2-0 victory against LAFC.
Delap's little performance, you know.
Oh, that was a ball and a half.
Uh,
Such a
it's-
good ball in.
Also, I do think Enzo is just getting better and better.
Yes.
his runs into the box. I mean, the fact that he had the audacity to control it with his left foot and then just poke it past the keeper from
Yeah.
4 yards out, it's ridiculous.
The goals he gets as well, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
numbers are really,
Going up,
really
they're going
impressive.
up. I think it
Second
was-
half of the season it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
When
he
he really
scored
came into it.
second half of the season or something.
Yeah.
5, yeah, like for an 8, it's not bad.
No.
Obviously, we're used to Frank Lampard, he was just a joke.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you compare it to other midfielders in his position, he's definitely improving.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Sorry,
There you go.
I was going to say, the question is Delap going to break that number 9 curse now?
I hope so, man. I hope.
Is there really a
That's
curse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Not
Do you
had a
don't
good,
think
not had a good.
you don't think Tammy Abraham did a good job? No.
But like
it
once
wasn't Diego Costa.
True,
that
true.
was it?
No.
Okay.
Like it has been a bit of a curse shirt.
Yeah,
I do want to
Morata.
touch on Jackson as well. I mean, 2 unbelievable assists from our 2 strikers.
Yeah, that pass through to Pedro Neto was
Yeah.
brilliant.
The finish was fantastic.
Yeah.
I saw someone tweet, a Chelsea fan tweet. Can't we do with Jackson what Newcastle did with Joel Linton? Just
just
play him
move-
in
I
midfield.
saw that.
move
Play him
into
in midfield.
Play midfield because he controls the ball, like knocks it past one and then just slides it straight
Yeah.
through to Neto.
And the goal was good as well.
so composed.
Yeah, he sat that defender down.
Yeah.
No, it was
You know
really
what?
good.
But we are playing LAFC. So
Yeah, we got to remember that.
I
Got to
would like
remember
to
that.
see Neto start more for you lot
He will be. I think he will.
because he's a brilliant baller.
Well, it's the reason why Noni has been moved to the left is to play Neto and Noni.
Yeah.
But Noni isn't a left winger, which kind of showed. I mean, it's one game. He had some decent games at the end of the season last season where he was all right, but I'm getting phoned by Virgin. But
Yeah.
we need a left winger so badly.
think
Tyree
so.
George is all right, but he's still too young.
Who would you go
Yeah.
for?
Gittins or Nico Williams, but I know obviously he's linked with Barcelona.
Yeah,
now.
I think he's off to Barca.
I think it's a bad move for him.
Yeah, I
don't
think
see
for
him playing.
Barcelona it's class.
Yeah, obviously.
But like, I don't
And
think
you've got Rafinha and Lamar.
I don't think he
Yamal.
gets into the starting 11.
no, and he's a starter.
I don't get how you can't. Yeah, I don't get how you can't start him as well. I know, like you said, he can't. He won't get.
He won't get. He can't start.
But not starting Nico Williams is mental.
Yeah, I mean he's a good player. He's at like 22, I think it is. He's a talented player, but yeah, I mean for Chelsea he'd go in and he'd start 100%
I mean,
without a doubt.
Without
that-
doubt. I think he'd start for Arsenal. He'd probably start for City.
Yeah,
Like he'd start from
for most
I mean,
teams.
he'd probably start for Liverpool.
Do you reckon so?
I mean, he would be. It wouldn't
Yeah,
be.
he's better than Diaz.
Yeah,
Do you think so?
Better than
And
Diaz.
I think he's better than
think so.
Lucho.
Yeah.
I think so.
Ah, interesting.
I'm not. I'm going to say he's better than him, but he would play more games at Liverpool than he would at Barcelona.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree because
I-
as of right now we play Diaz up top a lot,
Yes.
and then we'd have that rotation with
Yeah,
Gakpo as
yeah.
well.
I think he'd actually suit you guys so well.
Yeah.
Because he's just like he's more of a Mane type, I guess. Very fast.
Oh, he would be good.
Yeah.
Well, they've already spent enough money. So.
How much was it in the end? Matt?
£100 million with potential add-ons of 16.5.
It's not too. You know what? People complaining about that. It's not too bad.
No,
I think
Yeah, but it is
overpriced
breaking the
for him.
Premier League transfer.
it's breaking the record if the add-ons happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, come on now.
He is a world-class player.
He is a world-class player,
Like,
but I just feel
I
like
think that's you have to be paying that much to get Florian Wirtz.
Yeah. Of course.
yeah,
In this day, like everyone's.
It's just it's Liverpool.
It's the first time I was speaking to another Liverpool fan. This is the first time I've been seeing Liverpool. I'm like, do you guys have some intent here? You
Yeah.
guys want to go and win
Want
the
to
Premier League?
do stuff. Like the
Yeah.
last time we won the league title, we were like, oh yeah, you know what, we'll just buy Sepp Vandenberg and Adrian, and then that was and
know.
and we were like,
that was strength enough.
yo, yeah, but now this time we won it and we're building,
Yeah.
which is good.
This is like you've just gone. We've got no right back. Let's get probably the best right back on the market. Robertson's not very good. Let's get probably the best Premier League left back on the market. And
Yeah.
then sack off Robertson and keep Tsimikas. And then get Florian Wirtz, who's arguably one of the most up and coming midfielders in the world. So screw you guys.
It's not a bad. It's not a bad window. It's not a bad
No.
window.
No.
Oh, once we sign a striker,
Oh, there we
You know
go.
what the main word there is?
If.
Once.
Once.
because it's happening this summer.
Right.
Not happened
telling
yet,
you.
buddy.
No,
telling you
not
it's
yet,
happening.
not yet. There was a team in this competition who aren't a professional team.
Yes. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Auckland City. They are ranked like 5,000th in the UEFA coefficients.
I don't get
The lowest English team are Macclesfield Town on that ranking, and they're about 2,900.
I don't.
How have they gotten?
Yeah, how do they get into it?
I'm not sure.
It's because they won. Oh, I can't remember what they won. They won something.
Yeah,
obviously.
but I think the interesting thing is as well with it, it's from like Oceania,
Yeah.
a region,
Yeah.
but Australia get put into the Asian category
Yes.
of it. So, what countries does that leave?
literally
New Zealand.
New Zealand and a few other islands, really. Like,
You see,
so that's why they are here.
Yeah.
you see Elise's interview after the game.
Yes.
Just did not feel bad.
No,
Really.
and I mean, I don't blame him. Like, he's there to win
Yeah,
stuff, and
of
they're
course.
getting an unreal experience, right?
Yeah.
That is a once in a lifetime experience for those players.
Did you see the keeper? His story is he works in a warehouse, like as his full time job, and
Yeah.
part time he plays football. And he said he was playing with one of his heroes, which was what was it, Neuer?
Neuer, yeah. I saw they swapped shirts at the end of the
Yeah,
game. I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
like he took a little photo with him and everything. But yeah, like I personally, I don't get why they're there. In all honesty, I think if you want people to take the competition seriously, you've got to have all the teams be professional. I love that those guys have gotten that opportunity. That is class for them.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine you're just playing in front of about 50 fans, 100 fans? Maybe it's more. I don't know what the actual attendance would be for their matches, but I can't imagine it would be like more than 5,000 or something like that. And then you're going out to America
insane.
to play against Bayern Munich. Like,
That's
Who
what
else are in
you'd
there-
probably like
their
to get
group?
slapped 10-0 because then it's a storyline.
you could just
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
that you've played against all these
Yeah.
players. Like, you could tell your grandkids that. You imagine,
on
like,
the same pitch as
the law.
Musiala and Elise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Elise in one half, 2 goals, 2 assists.
Yeah. I mean, I did feel bad when they actually brought on Musiala in the second half.
Yeah.
6-0 up already. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, just bring on the kids. You're 6-0 up.
Tell you what, something impressive. Bayern scored 10 goals. Kane didn't even get one.
No, he didn't get a goal or an assist, did he? You know what? I mean, Harry Kane's the type of player
Did only play
that I
6
reckon
minutes,
he
but
would have been
should've.
fuming. He would have walked off that pitch thinking, I've not scored a goal.
Which probably because
In
the wingers
Smack
against
10.
against a part time.
Yeah.
probably because the wingers just shot.
Yeah.
There's no need to cross in the box.
No need to cross it in
Just
at
cut
all.
and shoot.
Exactly. He only had one shot in that game as
Yeah,
well.
they probably
like,
didn't pass with it.
Hey, look at some of those player ratings.
Yeah. A
It's
team I do
outrageous.
want to touch on is the Mamelodi Sundowns.
yes.
One, which is
Yes, they
surprising,
did.
from
Yeah.
South Africa. Little hint, I might be doing a kit on them soon.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the storyline is, but there's a really interesting storyline there.
Yeah.
They beat
Ulsan. Hyundai. I think
yeah,
it
well,
was.
yeah, they beat Ulsan, but I'm saying like they beat a certain team to get to this competition.
Oh, really?
That was better than them, so they're just there for the vibes.
Yeah.
See, there's some videos of them literally like walking into the building just dancing,
Oh, it's quality.
and they won.
Proper South
I know.
Africa 2010 World Cup
Yeah.
vibes.
Their first,
Tasha Balala.
and they are top of they're top of the group as well.
yeah.
They are top
Don't
of
have
the
a little
group.
laugh.
Who's in their group?
Dortmund, Fluminense, and Ulsan.
Yeah, they're not getting through,
Shit.
but they won the game that they needed to win. at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Exactly.
Puts them in. Let's say they get, I don't know, a draw. Yeah, against one of them.
Instantly interesting.
They've got a good chance.
Just throw everyone behind the ball.
Yeah.
Then they'll
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Fluminense and Dortment did draw.
Yes.
Thiago
Yeah.
Silva's back.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he pocketed Girassi.
Oh, he's so good.
I was like, that's crazy. He's 40 years of age.
Oh, he's just
And yeah, he just locked down a guy who got over 20 goals in the
Yeah.
Bundesliga last season. Scored a hat trick against Barcelona.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a sniff.
Nope.
Whole game.
Thiago Silva is so good.
Yeah. And like they deserved to win that match.
Yeah.
I was watching it and I thought they were the better team. Like if it wasn't for Gregor Kobel, he made a great double save in the second half. I thought they're definitely gonna.
Which was so interesting is when Thiago Silva joined Fluminense, they weren't very good. And then they went on like an unbeaten streak of like 10 games when
Yeah.
they joined, and then they got back to the top of the league.
Fair.
The level
Uh,
he's at.
It's just such a different level.
I would say he's the best defender of our generation.
Do you think so? Better than Ramos?
Yeah. Silva is a joke.
Virgil van Dijk?
He sounded like that Arsenal fan when the best
No,
right winger
best right winger.
said yeah. But no, Silva's a joke.
Yeah,
Like,
he is very
doing
good,
it
isn't
at that
he?
age as well.
Yeah.
It's
I saw,
quality.
I think it was pitch side with the Crystal Palace TikTok.
Oh yes, Ollie Thomas. I
yes,
think is
Ollie
his
Thomas,
name.
yeah. He did like a top 10 best signings, or was it him or was it a different video? I might keep getting different TikToks mixed up.
Yeah.
Most like best value, like Thiago Silva for free. to then win a Champions League at Chelsea and also become a club legend.
Yeah. It's not bad.
At 38 years old.
Yeah.
And it was still good.
Yeah,
Like, these are the levels. It's mental. Like I know obviously with goalkeepers you see the longevity more often,
Yeah.
but to actually be an outfield player and to still be playing at a good level and being able to drop performances like that.
To pocket a 20 goal in a season striker from the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
In his prime.
He was, yeah. Like, crazy.
No, it's crazy. And like some of their players played really well in that game. Like their right back, Samuel Xavier, he's 35 years of age. It's bloody brilliant. So good. I was like, damn.
I think there's a lot of...
There's a lot of talent in Brazil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
100%.
there's that the Brazilian team, some of the Brazilian teams could do well.
Yeah.
We got Palmeiras and then as Argentina Botafogo, or is that Brazil?
There's Botafogo.
I thought there's only allowed 2.
Well, this is interesting because it's different rules, I think, per region, like per continent, I think it is. So, like for England, obviously, there's only 2, and as Chelsea and City won the Champions League in the past 4 years, you guys got automatic
it's-
qualification.
Yeah.
The amount of talent that comes out of Brazil, I think it's very unnoticed how much quality there is in Brazil.
I don't think.
You don't think it's
Well,
unnoticed?
I think it is from a general fan perspective. I don't think people realise how big Brazilian talent is. in the
Right.
Brazilian
Okay.
league.
Yeah.
But you have to say historically.
No,
Brazil is one
historically.
of the best nations to have ever existed.
100%.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
clubs like Man United who are buying players for 70 odd million or 80 odd million. Never go into Brazilian market, do they?
Yeah, true.
Never go into
You get a
it.
lot cheaper. Well,
Yeah.
we did. Esteval.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That is very, very true.
Good.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see
We
what
turned-
happens with
We
Esteval.
turned Gabriel Martinelli into a very good player as well.
He's all right.
Yeah, what was
One
it?
season.
Fourth
One
tier?
season, mate.
Yeah,
Ituano?
but you have to think we bought him for like 4 million.
Yeah. It's a good signing. For
Not-
4 million.
it's-
Yeah.
Not to toot our own horn here, but we brought Murillo for 11 million.
Yeah.
True.
This is what I'm saying.
All right.
Like clubs
we-
like Man United need to be looking.
We got to
into
stop
Brazil.
acting like Brighton, guys.
I know.
But speaking of Nottingham Forest, you've signed 3 of the Botafogo players,
Well,
no?
no.
You signed 3 of them.
Well, I think it's now 2 of them.
2 of them. So
Two
which
of them-
ones fell through? What's gone on there?
Well, Cuiabano is. It could still happen, but it's not really done yet.
Right.
But Igor Jesus and Jai Cunha
Yeah, they both scored.
both scored as
Yeah,
well.
I know.
I was up at 3 a.m. watching this game.
Nottingham Forest, Brazil.
That is the
FC.
commitment.
I wanted to
Where
watch
was the live stream?
Nah, you really think anyone's joining at 3 a.m.?
Yes.
Yes, honestly.
People
You
join,
should have
bro.
seen Jamie when Jamie did
Yeah.
his Argentina
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
Brazil
really
stream.
well.
That popped off.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Check out our TikTok. for more live
yes,
streams.
check out the TikTok.
But no.
You'll normally see his face.
Yeah, most likely.
Cunha looks like a really good centre half, 6'5", really good at playing at the back as well. For such
Yeah.
a big guy, his passing range as well, and he's not exactly. You expect like these big, you expect these big centre backs to be like stocky, slow moving kind of thing. But no, him like playing out from the back is brilliant. And Igor Jesus just got so much to his game. He drops deep, he's strong, he's fast, really good in the air as well. So if I think it does go over the line, but if it obviously does, I'll be very happy with both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the sounds of
I'm
it.
guessing they're not going to be very expensive either.
I think Jesus is going to be around 25,
Like,
30.
No, it's not
Good
bad.
change in this market, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Arsenal wanted Igor Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
They wanted him the other year.
Yeah.
So they could live to regret that if he does well for us.
Also, they probably should have signed a lap for 40
Bigger
million in the
bigger
January
fish to
transfer window,
fry.
but they didn't.
They didn't either.
Also, like the Brazilian regime at Forest now, obviously you got Murillo, Morato, Carlos Miguel, Cunha.
Yeah, 3 of your centre backs are Brillian.
Yeah, Cunha.
And you got
Igor.
Milenkovic.
Yeah, can you imagine Milenkovic and this Cunha at the back, a 6'5" and a 6 foot. Well, I think they're both 6'5" actually. no one's winning anything in the air.
No.
Where's Murillo?
Thiago Jota will still win
We'll
a
we'll play him at CDM, mate.
Play him at CDM.
I think it.
Who?
Murillo.
Oh, Murillo.
Murillo at CDM.
I think he could. I'd
Did he play
rather him at
CDM?
centre- I'd
No,
rather
I
him
mean,
at
to
centre
be
back. I
fair,
think he
his
could
ball
do it.
carrying skill.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and his
true.
passing is a joke.
Yeah.
He's
I
good
can
in-
see it.
he loves an interception and the
I think that's sort of like me saying Joel Matip could play defensive midfield because he's just used to dribble past about 3-4 players at a time.
No, but his dribbling pass a bit. I'd say Murillo's dribbling is better than.
I mean, he ran through a
Yeah.
whole team at one point. He ran through the whole.
Yeah, but
Palace
isn't it
team.
him just? Is it just not him running? Is that
No,
what we're on
he
about?
was actually.
Or he's actually
he's
like
actually skilled.
He's doing
Yeah,
in
he's
turns
definitely a
inside and
better-
out.
Because like that, Matip's a similar one to when Zuma ran through the entire West Ham team or something. Did a little step over, took it past
Yeah.
the defender, and then skied it with Giroud's head. Like, everyone was like, "Oh my god!"
I'll tell you what.
What's
though,
going on?
Next comment on Messi.
Yeah,
I was quite impressed by Botafogo actually.
Yeah.
No,
Not
so was
just
I.
like from a natural team point, they actually look quite good.
Yeah.
Who else have they got in their group?
Who else they got in their group? They've got PSG and Atletico Madrid.
Oh
fuck.
God.
I think
Although,
I think they could do.
Atletico-
They
They
lost
against
4-0.
Atletico.
That
Yeah.
could be a massive
I
factor.
think, I think they could actually turn up against Atletico really well.
Well, they
Give them a good
need
game.
to.
They need to at least get a draw.
Yeah. They get a draw.
They get a draw. It's all
PSG, it's already over before it
Yeah,
started.
they just need to only lose by 3 against PSG.
And they should be all right.
I just can't wait for Jacques Cunha to pocket that PSG attack.
Mate, no one can fucking
I think you're going to be dreaming.
Moises Caicedo, that's the only time.
Yeah, I think you're going to be dreaming
That's
for a long
bold
time.
statement.
But Boca Juniors went 2-0 up inside half an hour against Benfica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did get a red card, but it was actually Andrea Herrera got a red card for not being on the pitch, which was a bit rogue.
What?
Then
What?
in the 78th minute, Andrea Bellotti got sent off, and then 88th minute, a centre back called Jorge Figal got sent off as well. So in total, there were 3 red cards in that game.
Which was for who?
Boca Juniors got 2,
then one.
and then Benfica got 1. But then it was still 10v10 because Andrea Herrera wasn't on the pitch and got sent off,
Respect.
which is
Fair.
wild.
If you're going to get sent off, do it
While you're not on the
starting 11.
pitch. Exactly. But yeah, they went 2-0 up, and then Angel Di Maria scored a penalty.
Yeah.
And then Nicolas Otamendi scored a header as well. But it's another team from South America coming up against a European side and getting a result.
Well,
Yeah.
all 3 Brazilian sides didn't lose.
No?
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
To be fair, Boca Juniors, or was it Boca Juniors?
Yeah, Boca Juniors, yeah.
They produce some talent.
Yeah, I mean,
So, like,
that was without
both-
Cavani as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Wasn't in the
Without
squad.
Cavani. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I do see some of these South American teams actually making it far
Yeah.
because the talent they can produce.
There's
is-
talent. There's so much
Yeah.
talent.
So who would be your team to get furthest?
Botafogo.
Botafogo? Yeah, I mean, I don't think that was a question to you, to be
I
honest.
mean,
I reckon
I'm
River Plate.
Botafogo.
River Plate, yeah? Yeah, River Plate won as well.
Yeah, I reckon River Plate.
Another team from South America winning.
Yeah,
Who did Palmeiras play again?
Palmeiras
they
played
drew
against
0-0.
Porto. They drew
Yeah,
0-0.
I'm going Palmeiras.
Going Palmeiras.
Festival.
Not just for Esteval, although he did play really well.
Oh, he got man
the
of the
double
match.
save. Yeah, he got man of the match and double save from Porto keeper.
Yeah.
Minute.
Fair.
Esteval slides it across the face of the box. One of the player comes in, saves it, bounces back.
Yeah.
Saves it again. It's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I think they could do pretty well.
I'm going to go Fluminense. I was so impressed. Like, the way they played against Dortmund,
Yeah.
they just looked so lackluster going forward, Dortmund. There was
There's-
nothing going creatively for them at all. They tried to bring on, like, Gittins and Chukwuemeka, but they didn't really do much when they came onto the pitch either. I didn't think. I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was expecting a bit more.
Sorry to go back to the South American talent, but on the topic of Palmeiras, midfielder Richard Rhys will be in Premier League midfielder one day.
Yes.
Seen some games of him in the past. Great player. I
Yeah.
think he's got a release clause of 85 million.
85 million.
Why he's not in the Premier League yet?
Yeah.
Well, no, some obviously.
Who's going to pay that, though?
Yeah, but
City.
you don't have to technically pay a release clause. It's
Real
just
Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. 85 million. I know you'd have to pay a release clause, but like, no one's going to pay that release clause.
No.
No way. It's like Yamal for $1 billion.
Yeah.
No one's paying that.
But this Rios is going to be.
Where can you see him at?
gonna
Would you a specific Premier League
Apparently,
team? do you think he'd suit?
apparently we want him, but
Where do you think he'd suit Nottingham Forest the most out of everyone? Where do you think he'd suit?
well, he is a midfield, centre mid CDM.
Yeah. A specific team?
Brighton.
Brighton?
Yeah, Brighton, but I think he could.
But they won't. They wouldn't spend 85 million.
Yeah, I
They'd
think he
spend
could
about
do
5 million.
I think he could do better than Brighton. I'll tell you what, United
Do you reckon?
could.
Don't tell Henry
Said
that.
better than Brighton.
Yeah.
Well, no, you know
That
what, you know-
is
you know-
Kian.
Sorry, no, you know
Oh,
what?
Look at the
that in
league
the same
table,
sentence.
mate.
No,
Look at the
no,
league
no, no.
table.
In terms of what they need, United would be good.
Well, yeah, United need a lot of players, don't
Yeah.
they?
Do
But,
they, does he
um,
want
I'd say
to be-
Brighton were closer to European football than
Well, yeah.
United were. Even
Well,
though they
we'll
went to a final.
Man
United.
United were what is it? They were 17 points off of relegation. The
Yeah,
gap between
yeah,
Brighton
okay,
and Man
okay,
United was
okay.
19 points.
Okay.
So
Okay. I was more thinking.
Money.
Like.
sorry, I just
Yeah.
wanted to get that
Yeah.
stat in
Oh, yeah,
for all
good
the Man
stat.
United fans
Yeah.
watching.
Especially one
The
behind
people
the-
people behind the camera as well, and the people on the audio
Yeah.
as well too. Just
Yeah.
we had to.
I'll tell you.
Suck.
Yeah, but like we said, their South American talent is just ridiculous.
It is. It is absolutely mental.
On the Fluminense and Dortmund game, it was nice to see Chukwuemeka and Thiago Silva embracing after
Yes. Yeah.
because obviously they were both at Chelsea together,
Yeah.
but obviously it didn't work out
You-
for Chucky.
No.
You know what? You see, Julian Alvarez. I reckon he's going to cook as well during the Club World Cup.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, I
'cause
mean-
I really enjoy.
Not the best
I enjoyed
first game.
watching him when he was playing against Real Madrid. I think he's like one of a fluent attacker. Like he just the way he moves the ball around is just. I do really rate Julian Alvarez, and we were linked to him, but.
Yeah, I feel like Arsenal have been linked to every single
wonder-
striker
Yeah.
though.
Like, I wonder
That's
how.
true. That is very true.
Obviously, he had Haaland in front of him. I wonder how Alvarez would have done for City if he started week in, week out.
I reckon he'll be.
He wouldn't have put Haaland numbers.
No,
like,
but
that
he
year.
still did well for City.
Yeah, he was,
Yeah.
he was
Like,
really good for City.
and
He
he's
only
versatile.
went for just more consistent game time.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he left. I don't think
100%.
He didn't not have.
Did he
decent
not
game
like
time.
England as well or something?
Probably.
Well, I mean, I can't lie. Would you prefer Madrid weather or
Yeah,
Manchester?
yeah, of course.
Well, right now,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
maybe.
pretty nice.
To,
Maybe.
too nice.
Yeah,
to be fair, I mean, South Americans, they would want to play in a country like Spain where they speak their own
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
Where it's like that, it's their sort of like weather and stuff like that, you know.
It's why I like Pep. If a player wants to leave, he just lets them.
He lets them
Yeah.
go.
He does,
yeah.
Not like
It's just, it is the right thing to do, really.
Yeah, because why would you want a player at your football club that doesn't want to play? Doesn't make any sense.
unless
does
it's Gibbs White.
it? Madrid weather right now is 30 degrees, so I think he made the
We're
right
not far
choice.
off. No, we're not.
No, we're not far off. We're not far off, but still think he made the right choice. Inter against Monterrey, they drew 1-1 last night. Sergio Ramos on the score sheet. Mate, that man just turns up, doesn't he? He just gets goals.
That was a really interesting point that Barcelona had a very easy route to in the Champions League, and the fact that they lost to Inter was just an indicator of actually how bad Barcelona are. And the fact that Atletico Madrid lost to PSG 4-0 as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
So a little interesting.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say
It's rage
I
bait.
wouldn't say how
Yes.
bad they
Yes.
are.
It's rage.
100%.
You're just fishing.
Well, it's something I saw.
But yeah, same formation as usual for Inter, even with their new manager. 3-5-2. Started Lautaro Martinez up top, who of course gets another goal. I feel like though there's this narrative around him. I see a lot on the internet. Whenever they watch him, he doesn't do well.
I said this in someone said this in podcast chat.
So many people I've seen TikToks made. People like say, "Is Lautaro Martinez actually any good at football?" Because every time I watch him, he just drops a stinker.
I've seen it.
But
I think it might just be in big games. 'Cause
Yeah.
you really watch him in big games. And
no,
they'd be-
I mean, for the for Argentina, I think he did well in the Copa
Average.
America, but like Club World Cup, he didn't do
But again, no one watches.
Great.
Well, no one watches really the Copa America. Everyone watches the
World Cup. See, this is but he gets another goal.
Yeah.
And he is a good player. Would you take him at Chelsea as a striker?
Not right
No, not right
now.
now.
You need him more than we do.
I think he'd be a good player.
I think I would rather Šeško or
Sheshko, really?
or Gyökeres. One of
Gyökeres?
those two.
Yeah,
Just because with your team you need a big attacker.
We need someone powerful,
Yeah.
and I don't think that's Lautaro Martinez.
No?
No, I think
He'd be like a Havertz type.
yeah, but the thing
Havertz
is,
that can finish.
Havertz, see, he was decent when he joined Arsenal. He was our top goal scorer last season, even though
Yeah, but it
I
does
know.
show that the system allows for someone to be really good in your attack, in your striker, but you haven't had a good person.
exactly
in that
that's why I wouldn't mind Gyökeres or any of them really. Gyökeres.
Just give
or,
us a striker.
Just give me
Please.
Arteta. Give
Anyone.
us a striker, please. I've been crying out for 5 years
For
now.
so long. It's been so long.
Since Aubameyang. left.
Aubameyang, yeah, that's so true. It's been forever.
On top of Inter, Do you think because of that Champions League final, they could struggle this season? It's like a bit of a hangover.
Well, they've lost their manager.
Yeah, I'm not convinced by the new coach. I'm going to be honest.
Could be a bit of like a Champions League hangover.
It's going to be more than that. It's going to be. I think Napoli are going to win it again.
Win it again.
You've just signed De Bruyne.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
In a league that's quite slow and probably perfect for his passing.
To be fair, I mean, on the topic of Inter, where do you think Osimhen's going to go?
Oh, yeah, that's a good, interesting.
Not Inter, Napoli. Sorry.
No, Napoli. Victor Osimhen. I don't really know.
Stay. He might just go.
I don't think. I wouldn't see him staying at all.
No, not a Napoli. But
Galatasaray.
Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Please, we'll take him.
Take him anyway.
Take him.
I reckon he goes Saudi.
Could you imagine a front two, though, of Lukaku
He's already
and
said
Osimhen?
no to.
Has he said no to Saudi?
Did you see how much money?
Yeah.
He
He said no.
I didn't know that.
It was like
Turned it down.
£32 million contract.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Are you nuts?
Mental money.
32
Fair
million.
play
be
to him
fair,
for turning it down. He would stay in Europe.
I'll go to Saudi.
I respect that. I respect it.
To be fair, I mean,
Watch the charity
Galatasaray,
match. I'll get signed.
Yes.
Saudi scouts.
Saudi scouts in the charity match.
we have got automatic placement into the Champions League, Galatasaray, because we normally have to go through our
Qualifying round.
Yeah, qualifying round. But now we've got automatic placement into the Champions League. Why not? I mean, we've got Sané. We just signed Sané.
Yeah.
What a sign-in. I'm sorry, he's 28?
Yeah.
And he's playing for us. I don't mind it. He's still in his prime. We might get Osimhen.
Yeah.
You said I think they come out and said they have the money to sign him.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, realistically, not many clubs, like big European clubs, need a striker. It's only really Arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, who needs a striker? Yeah, Arsenal need a striker.
Bayern don't.
You could say us still, but I think we're going to stick with Jackson.
City don't.
Interesting.
Liverpool.
I think we need a striker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you got Osman,
We
the league done. If you got Osman, the league, there's no point watching it. Like, if you got Osman, I just like.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Too many superstars in one
Diaz,
team.
Verts.
It's not too many superstars in one team, is it?
What is it? Diaz, Vert, Salah, Osimhen, or you even like you
That'd be
put
an
Gakpo instead of
expensive
Diaz.
wage
That'd be
bill, you know.
crazy.
That's an expensive.
Do you? Ooh, so then you play McAllister and Gravenberch.
Gravenberch.
Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai would have to be on the
sub.
He'd have to be on the bench.
To be fair,
Damn.
I do see Harvey Elliott going this season.
Yes,
as well.
100%. He'll be going.
Yeah,
He will be gone.
but that's gonna be a hard loss for you lot, I reckon.
No.
Just signed him
he
for
doesn't
reverse.
play. He doesn't
Oh, yeah,
play.
shit, I
He
know,
doesn't
but-
play.
But
Yeah.
listen, what if one of them get injured?
They've got.
Then we've got
Curtis
Szoboszlai.
Curtis
Oh,
Jones.
Yeah, Curtis Jones could play in the 10 as well.
I completely forgot about your depth in midfield.
Yeah, Harvey Elliott started about.
We're getting there now.
You do need a backup CDM though. That's probably should be your main.
Well, no, they've
priority.
got Endo.
Yeah.
But he's
Is
average.
Endo really going to play?
No.
He's average.
Well,
Please,
the first
please.
game he started in the Premier last
Please.
season was against Chelsea. Yeah.
for the parade, so that he could walk out in front
and he
of Caicedo with Lavia.
Yeah.
Literally the only reason.
And he didn't commit a foul that game.
No, he didn't. No, there was like a statistic. I remember on Football, I sent a screenshot into the chat, I think it was. He was like top with 9.8 fouls per 90 minutes or something. Because he comes off from the bench every like last 5-10 minutes and makes about 2-3 fouls.
I put a bet on him to commit 2 fouls that game.
Bet responsibly.
Yes, please do.
Drink responsibly.
Back to Inter. Their new manager is Cristian Chivu. He is the former Parma manager. Managed them from February 2025 to June 2025. So didn't really have a massive amount of time there. So you said that you think Napoli are going to win the league next season. How do you see Inter getting on in this tournament? How far do you reckon they can go?
Not far.
Not far at all?
Who's in their group again?
In their group, it is River Plate, Urara Red Diamonds, and Monterrey.
Well, they'll get out.
They'll get out of the group, but I
Yeah.
don't see them doing that well.
No?
I see River Plate getting out, and
Yes.
I reckon River Plate, mark my words, quarterfinals, semi-finals.
Do you reckon?
Yes.
Speaking of River Plate, they beat Urara Red Diamonds 3-1. Marcos Acuna, 2 assists. He
Yeah.
put a lovely crossing. It was unreal ball into the box for the first goal.
He's always been a player. He's always been a player.
And Sevilla for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he was one of the most underrated left backs of our generations, I think.
Do you think so? Really?
Yeah. I watched a couple Sevilla
I can
games.
see it.
Yeah.
It's not an awful shout.
No, he was a solid player. Yeah, I mean, he was at Sevilla for 4 seasons, Sporting for 3 seasons, and then has now been at River Plate for 2.
I think FIFA might be clouding your judgment because you had
No.
a few decent cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
He
not
was also
even
rated,
just
I think.
FIFA. The thing is, when he was in FIFA, we were in the Europa League. So I have watched a couple Arsenal Sevilla
yeah.
games.
Yeah, over the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was brilliant.
I mean, their back 4 is really solid, actually. They've got Montiel, Petzela,
Montiel's not solid.
Martinez Quarta, and Acuna. That's a good back 4 for Argentinian football.
Montiel's
Yeah.
not solid.
Pardon?
Montiel's not solid.
You don't think he's solid at all? No?
No.
He scored the winning penalty for
I don't care.
Argentina in the World Cup final, no?
Watched him for us last year and you're crap.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but for Argentinian football,
for Argentinian
For Argentinian
football,
football, mate,
that's what we're
yeah.
saying. We're not saying for Nottingham Forest.
But
There's a bit of a
But
difference.
we're saying that South American football is now at such a good
It
level.
is at such a good. It is at a good level, but it's not Premier League level, is it?
No.
No,
That's not what we're saying.
exactly. What we're saying is that for Argentinian football, River Plate is their back line is
I just did not.
at the level for him. But no, he was a solid player. Again, another player who played for Sevilla for a few seasons
Yes.
as well. You know, those two used to be the full-back pairing.
Forest, no.
And not
That's what- that's
Nottingham
what-
Forest.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't he join someone else?
No, he didn't. No,
well,
no. As far as I know,
Wasn't it
he did not.
No, yeah. He was
Atletico? No.
No,
Did he
was that Molina?
that was
The
Molina,
Molina.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Yeah, but we've pretty much spoken about every game apart from Palmeiras versus Porto, which ended 0-0.
Yeah.
Estival was unreal.
Yeah, again another game where a South American team doesn't lose.
For a Brazilian side to get a point against a Portuguese side, one of the top Portuguese sides, who was
Yeah.
in Europe regularly, fair fucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, also, it looks like Estival can play anywhere in the attacking midfield.
yes.
Right, left,
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah.
He was kirking.
No, he's a versatile player.
Yeah.
Very,
But
very
that's-
Is he
versatile.
coming to you after the Club World Cup?
But to be fair, your team's just so big. You don't need someone that can play anywhere. you have
No, he
like
played all
5
right.
Yeah.
Which is why I think this is why they're clearly pushing for Noni to become a left winger. It's
Yeah.
why they are, because
Yeah.
if
I
you
see.
sign,
Can Neto not play on the left then?
Who?
Neto not play on the left?
he can.
You'd rather him on the right, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Cutting inside. He's got a better shot
Yeah.
on, I think. He's just more lethal.
got a
Like more, yeah.
Like the goal against Fulham, where he's facing away from the goal, touches it, turns, bang. bang.
I had utter head loss when that went in. Ethan was with me.
I had utter euphoria.
Yeah. And
But yeah, on the wingers at Chelsea, we signed another left winger. That's a starter maybe, and then you have Neto, Estival, and Noni, who can play on the right, but then Noni and Estival can also play on the left if needed.
yeah.
Then you're fixed.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that's bad.
He's
Squad
still
depth
got
at all.
He's still
Yeah.
got Palmer that can go out there.
Kendry Pyers as well,
Yes, of course.
but he's going.
When's Mudryk coming back from his ban?
Who
I don't-
knows?
No idea.
Is it still not being
He's lost
good?
his number 10
Yeah.
shirt, so
Yeah, but Palmer deserved it.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
Cole
think
Palmer
he-
is
I
like
don't-
Chelsea's best player.
I don't think Mudryk's gonna come back.
I don't know. Yeah.
I
Well,
don't think
I
he
don't
will
know.
come back.
Still not being
We'll have to
confirmed?
we'll have to wait and see what happens
Thank
with
God we
that.
did
Kendry
this idea.
Pyers is with the squad training, but he's going to join Strasbourg.
Nice.
Wait,
So
who-
hopefully another good loan.
I wonder what the Strasbourg fans feel about like.
Considering they've had their best ever league.
Yeah, I
performance last
know,
season, I'm
but
not sure they're complaining too
No,
much.
I know, but like I always find it interesting when it is like multi-club ownership from
Wow.
two teams, and then there is a second sort of team. You'll
I
say.
think they're trying to make it into a big team, like a decent
Yeah.
sized team, like
Yeah.
at least a consistently mid-table team.
Yeah, I mean I'm not used to it
Well-
Oh.
because FSG never. I've not done it.
Yeah.
I'm used to it, but I was a bit different. Obviously, I love Mr. Marinakis for what he's done for us. But when you're buying players for 10 million and giving them 5-year contracts like David Carmo last season, but they were signing to go on loan to Olympiacos, that's where you get annoyed, I think.
Oh, so he bought him for Forest, and then is going to send him out on loan to Olympiacos every single season.
Yeah, we get at least 2 of those signings every season.
Yeah, that's a bit outrageous.
Like they're in the Champions
works,
League.
I know
They're
it
in the
works.
Champions League. Can't they
Yeah.
spend their own money? No.
No, I know it works, but you might as well just send him. On a 5-year loan deal straight
Yeah.
away at that point, rather than just sending him out on loan
But
every single season.
No,
David
it's-
Carmo's on a 5-year deal. He's never going to play a game for us.
I think they're just trying to do what we're doing, where we sign a player, send them out on loan.
Yeah, but it's
If
not
they
like
then become good enough, we then play them.
It's
if
not
we
like
don't,
it's
they
not
can't.
like it's a youngster, is it? Or anyone?
True.
We signed Josh Bowler from Blackpool once.
Yeah.
And loaned him out to Olympiacos.
And then he managed to play Champions League football before Nottingham.
Nottingham Forest, away!
Sounds like a bad deal for him.
Oh dear. Olympiacos clear.
Yeah. I think we understand which is the bigger club here.
And then the only other game that we've not spoken about, Al Ahly against Inter Miami, ended 0-0.
Boring.
Yeah, the US teams, none of them won a game.
No.
None of them won a game at all. And I'd probably argue the best team was LAFC, who lost 2-0 to Chelsea because they were actually
They had
not
shots.
too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had shots.
Like they had some moments. What was it? There was that one shot when the guy got down into the box.
Like, unbelievable bit of dribbling.
Yeah.
Some of the best dribbling I've seen. Absolutely does Kukurea and then just
It was so bad.
so wide.
I was
I've
like,
seen so
what
many
is
memes.
going on? It was terrible.
I've seen so many memes of it. It's like
Yeah.
the giggling, like it's like, oh, it's like the giggling, cartoony
Yeah.
laughing as it just goes completely wild.
I need to see
Jeremy Docker.
a video. You know where they expand the goal
Yeah.
like by 100% every single time. I remember they did that. Oh, who did they do it for? They must have done one for Darwin.
Sterling.
They did
Sterling.
one for
Sterling.
Yeah.
That free
Jackson.
kick.
Jackson as
Jackson.
well, yeah.
Oh, was that against like
Odegaard.
Bournemouth or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he did-
Odegaard. Yeah, I love those videos. They are
Well, like,
so
just,
funny.
Just for context for you two, I don't know if you've seen it. Like, he has to hit it with the inside of his foot for it to go on target. Clearly, completely misjudges it and hits it with the outside of his foot. So, like, it's complete spoof.
Do you know what?
It's a good young
gotta
winger
put some
that
swag
they were
on it,
speaking about
Gromit.
in the commentary.
It's not that like
He's
African geezer, is it?
no, he's
no.
Uruguayan.
No, it's not
I
who
wanna
I
say.
thought.
Oh, fucking hell, he's just like Darwin Núñez then.
Who's this? What-
The winger, the young winger that did.
Because
That.
they had that one that began with B. And I thought,
are we on about Inter Miami? Or are we on
No,
about
we're
Al
about
Ahly?
LAFC
Al Ahly.
lineups. I'll get it.
Not a young
I get it.
forward out.
Talking about the
free.
Saudi league, Cristiano's going as well, isn't he?
Is he going? Where is he going? If he's going,
I think he said. It's
I thought
been
he
a
was
good-
staying.
I think he said there was a good chapter or something like that. He posted something on Instagram.
Oh really?
David Martinez,
Oh shit.
19 years old.
Shit.
I think that's copyright.
Venezuelan. Sorry.
Venezuelan.
Yeah, 19 years old. I remember when he came off the bench in the first half. Actually, the commentators were like, "This is the guy to look out for," and he's very very skillful. Can beat his man,
Yeah.
but that shot was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But 19 years old, so can't really complain.
No,
There are a
exactly.
lot of wingers that are like that. So.
If you,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's on his Instagram, but I think
Hey,
Are Inter Miami getting out the group,
no.
even with Messi, Suarez, and Busquets?
No.
who's the other two teams?
The other
This
two
might have
teams
woke up
are
most
Porto and Palmeiras.
Nope.
No.
No,
You don't think they're getting out? No.
I reckon it will be.
The thing is, to be
Okay.
fair,
I actually don't know which two are going to go out of that.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
I think
At-
Palmeiras will go
At the
through.
moment, it's Palmeiras and Porto in my head.
Yeah, I mean, there's no goal scored in that group
No,
so
I
far.
know.
None at all.
the
Good
thing
defenses.
Yeah,
is,
boring games though.
Yes.
Boring games.
with Inter Miami, it's literally a retirement for Barcelona.
Yeah, they got Jordi Alba as well,
Yeah,
haven't
they have
Who
Jordi
is currently
Alba.
injured.
They have Busquets, they have Suarez, they have Messi. Who's
They all
next?
need walking
Neymar.
sticks.
Well,
Yeah,
I get-
Neymar, maybe.
Well, did you remember his brother was like, or some family member of Neymar's was looking around for houses in Miami at one point. And
Yeah.
oh, he's good.
He's going to go to Miami.
Well, I get to watch them all in a few months. So.
Oh, yeah, of course.
True.
I bet you're excited for that.
Apart from the flights, yes.
Before we do wrap up, I
Yeah.
want to say, I do feel like all the amount of content creators that this tournament is living rent free in their heads, that are especially the ones that aren't in the tournament.
Yes.
is so funny. The amount of TikToks I see talking about the tournament that aren't, like haven't got teams in the tournament is so high.
Yeah.
A lot of Arsenal,
A lot of
a few
Liverpool.
United, and a lot of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. No.
Rent free.
Rory talks football.
Rory talks about it so much. I do like his content.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do.
He is-
I
he is-
do.
Yeah, Rory seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Rory, if you want to come on the podcast,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You once,
come. We
just so you know.
would love to have you.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah, I remember scrolling through all the people we DM'd and his name
You could have
popped
been playing
up.
in the charity match, mate.
Yeah, missing out.
Yeah.
Missing out.
You can make up for it by coming on the podcast after. Your choice.
We'll have to wait and see. But anything else that you boys want to say before we wrap up? Or
Chelsea winning the Club World Cup.
Chelsea winning the Club World Cup?
I don't see that.
Botafogo are winning the Club World Cup?
I do not see you beating PSG at all.
Yeah, I can't lie. It's PSG for the win, isn't
Yeah.
it? I think it's PSG for the win.
If you
Clip this.
up, yeah.
This up.
To be fair, if Chelsea do win it, you imagine?
I'm going to look like a genius if Botafogo win.
listen,
No, you're not.
I feel like that's 1% chance, 99% faith.
Tom, I have something to say. If you lot win it, yeah, line up a forfeit for me and I'll do it.
Cool.
Right, done deal. Shake on it.
Would say another fine, but yeah.
Racking those up. Right. Anyway, on that note, that brings an end to this episode of the Club World Cup show. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time we upload, and go check out all our other socials as well. We are playing in a charity match on the 13th of July at the M Group Stadium, Oxford City's stadium. If you want to buy tickets, the link is in our bio on Instagram. £5 a ticket. It's a great cause. It's going to a great foundation. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you for the next one.
Bye.
Peace.